and out of the gates.
Where's the hard candy girl? The kind that you suck on. Show me down your aisle. How many licks does it take to get to the middle? How many licks does it take? How many licks does it take to get to the middle? How many licks does it take? Yummy cherry pie. Sweet child, you could be mine. Cream and cherry on top. Running down my face, don't you say. Running down my face. Running down my face, don't you say. Running down my face. Get your hard candy, hold it in your mouth, suck on it real hard. Hear me scream and shout my heart. Hear me scream and shout. Hear me scream and shout my heart. Hear me scream and shout. Where's the hard candy girl?
I lost you.
How am I sounding? Can you hear me now? Hello, Charlie.
I lost you on the audio.
No, you
Sorry,
didn't.
now I got you.
I had my fucking mic muted as always because I had the song playing and banging. It may be one of those kind of nights. I had a kick-ass evening last night, Charlie.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, thank you. How have you been?
I've been good, staying real busy.
I see that, man. You're kick-ass, dude. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here tonight. Hey, I'd like to just kind of go over briefly for anybody viewing. I don't want to get in a big hurry. Let me go over here in my little studio back comments. Just so if anybody is commenting, you know that I can see it. And what happens is I do that and you'll be able to see it. But usually I take it off and leave it like this. All right. Hey, Charlie, do you know very much about StreamYard?
I do not.
What do you know about it?
Well, just what little bit I've seen with you going on it.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for taking the time. Man, I found this guy. He has a website called Foraging Texas. And I found came across him a couple of years ago. And he has a book and everything about foraging wild foods. And his name is Mark Vorenborn. And he was on StreamYard. And it was going live to YouTube and live to Facebook at the same time.
Yeah.
So I could be on my TV on YouTube and I could see him on YouTube on my TV, and I had my phone there on Facebook with my Facebook app and I could see him there. And people were commenting him. It freaked me out. It was about a year ago. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
where people were commenting him, Charlie, like from Facebook, they were commenting and he could see their comments and he could pull it up on the screen and everything. And people on YouTube were commenting and he could see those comments and pull them up on the screen. And so that's the capability of this StreamYard here, the platform that we are on.
Yeah, I noticed it's pretty cool. It's kind of like Zoom, I guess, really.
It's got a lot more than that.
I noticed we used a little bit of that, you know, during the COVID thing was going on. My girlfriend had to use Zoom on her work. And this is kind of like based on the same thing, it looks like.
Yeah, but on steroids. We're just Zooming right now by equivalent. What I'm talking about, this StreamYard has the ability, some people, you know, you can pull up YouTube and play a YouTube video. It puts me and you over to the side of the screen while we play one of your band's latest releases, you know. Like Dank has a new record coming up, don't they? Have you been working with those guys?
Yes, we recorded a 10-song LP. It's finished. They sent it off, had it mastered. I believe they've got it almost ready. The release is November the 12th at a party at Competition Music in the basement.
Competition, that's a nice place to see a show. Make sure you fill up the ice cooler. And those guys are awesome to have shows over there. I saw who did I see? Gamma Side. I saw Rick Perry's band. Whoever Rick Perry was playing. Oh, I saw Warlock. Yeah, Warlock played competition music. Sure did.
Wow. Yep. I think I remember a Gamma Side show there too.
Well, back in the day. Yep. So that's really cool. Okay, man. Thanks for bringing that up, Dank. So like right now with StreamYard, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this service for two ways. I'm going to ask you and anyone else, anybody interested in a StreamYard account, I've got a link in the description of this video. Please use that link. It's an easy way to pay for your StreamYard account. I think they give you $10 towards your StreamYard, and the StreamYard is like $20 a month.
Okay.
And I'm sure they have bigger packages, obviously, but ultimately, the idea is that you can pull up YouTube or anything on Google, for example. You can pull up your browser on your screen here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're getting more and more technology with all of this stuff. You know,
well, just think about what we could do with it. We could watch a live performance of, say, Dank, for example, or one of your other bands, or maybe a live video of Iron Jaw.
We could do like we could do a live spin from the CD party, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would try to. See, part of the reason why StreamYarding fits for me, I mean, it actually fits into my schedule, is because I stay extremely busy, and for, you know, personal reasons that you know, it's just, I stay broke, you know. So I'm with my grandson every Friday and Saturday, and that's just, you know, the way that it is for me right now. I need to get him a good pair of headphones is what I need. If I had a good pair of noise cancelers for him, I'd feel fine getting him out. He's old enough now to stay out a little while and do some rocking and rolling. He's 3 years old.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man, I stay very busy and I'm broke. So, but if I can get out there, sure, I'd love to do some live stuff on scene. Yeah. But even so, what I'm referring to is that if you had a recording, or like say the new Dank music, you wanted to premiere some of it. Iron Jaw's also recording some new music. You know, they could come on live. We could come on live in the studio if you guys want. But we can also watch it afterwards. You know, we could pull it up. We could listen to the new Megadeth. We could pull up Megadeth on YouTube or out of my Apple audio files and listen to it and talk about that shit. I think it's amazing technology.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, be able to just view a live stream of a live band, you know, or even like do an interview, you know, after they get off stage. something like that. That's just, that limits are on, the limits the sky,
Well, the latest Ozzy Osbourne performance at halftime show for the LA Rams,
Yep.
we could have viewed that and said, hey, there it is. Things like that. So the potential with StreamYard is unlimited. You can also bring up graphics, band graphics and band flyers and stuff like that. So that's what I'm hoping. Do you think that would be a good something beneficial to the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene to have a place where you can get out and promote your shows like that?
I think it would for sure. Like I said, especially if it's just as easy and quick as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I can't help myself. This is what I'm doing, and I can't thank you enough for being my special guest tonight. And then
Thank
also
you
let
for
me talk
inviting me, for
about
sure.
StreamYard. Hey, Charlie, can I tell you something else?
Yes.
Anybody watching right now, you can see on the screen it says Jim Terry TV.
Yeah, I
And
see
Charlie,
that.
you're a little aware of it because you've been paying attention. And Dan McNew, come on up if you can. Hey, that was Dan McNew that joined us last night, Jim Terry. He has a show called, here on YouTube, called Just the Facts, man. Dan McNew is an extremely interesting character. He shot video footage of the Columbia spaceship exploding. He shot the video footage himself and has it. It's on his YouTube channel. So he has crazy shit. That's Dan McNew, Just the Facts, man. And everybody listening now or listening later, Jim Terry TV is the baddest ass on StreamYard. There's nobody else doing anything that's with the bullet, on the rise, hot. I mean, he's hot on StreamYard. Isn't that right, Jim Terry? I'd like to extend a welcome to him. Is that okay with you, Charlie? I don't want to interrupt.
That is fine for sure.
Yeah,
bring him on.
I'd love to, welcome his shenanigans. I'm not going to worry about that. I was going to go grab the link or post the link, but the link is right there. Come on, it will. But man, I owe a lot of gratitude to this Jim Terry TV, Charlie. And so do all the bands that have videos on Outlaw Video TV right now, because, people are watching the videos and listening to the music and just kind of checking everything out, seeing what Outlaw Video TV is all about. And I'm super appreciative. The coolest thing about it for me, Charlie, is that I just wanted to, like I said, I saw this technology for the first time a year ago, and it set me on fire. I just couldn't get to it. And as soon as I could, I contacted you and others and, wanted to get this going. And one of the things I also did was contact this Jim Terry. His name is Jim Terry. He's a private investigator. And if you like true crime, you're probably at least somewhat aware of him. If you're like just semi-interested in true crime and you want to have a fun journey into it, Jim Terry is the ticket. He's kind of like true crime and Howard Stern all wrapped up into one, but he's really more Howard Stern. It's just that he has a unique story that, will be told, because he's a record breaker. He's a trendsetter. I don't know what you call it. I know he is the hottest thing going. Somebody correct me. Jim Terry, you correct me. Just comment in the comments, Jim Terry. Is there anyone on StreamYard that streams higher streams than Jim Terry TV? Nope, don't think so. No, I really don't know. I haven't done the full research, but I haven't seen it. And I know in the true crime world and the entertainment world that I'm involved in, no. And here's the final thing. This is for Jim Terry. Love you, man. Thank you for everything you've done for me. It's other channels. There are other established YouTubers, content creators like A-Balance, the guy out of Canada. He's recognizing Jim Terry, and he's got a established platform. This AB does, last night on the Jim Terry TV show. It's on every Tuesday night, Charlie. But last night, he introduced a new guy that I've seen before because I've seen him ranting about Trump. So that's a nice setup for you. But I've seen him ranting about Trump, 4 years ago, I think. I didn't pay that much attention to him because that shit really bores me to death. But I've seen the guy before, so I know he has a following. And this guy was absolutely recognizing Jim Terry as the shit, right?
Very cool.
And that's
very cool.
what we're all going to watch. We're going to watch people on StreamYard and YouTube creators one by one, kind of bow down to the king of StreamYard, who is Jim Terry TV. So I'm forever grateful, Jim Terry. Thank you very much. I'm going to end this little spill with every Tuesday night, Jim Terry TV, right here on YouTube, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
All right. Y'all have to check it out. I seen last night it was on there. I didn't have time to do it. We were recording last night. I had a very young band in here. None of them, I don't believe, were over 17. Little punk band. I don't even know if they got a name yet. But we tracked vocals and drums and guitar and bass for them last night. So we got to come back in and kind of do a little tightening up and probably relay some vocals on it. Hopefully by tomorrow or the next day I'll have a name of the band.
That's what I was going to ask, if you wanted to give us the name of the band.
I know his name is Aiden, and he goes by Dirty Rotten.
Dirty Rock?
Rotten.
Oh, Dirty
like
Rotten.
Yeah, like Rotten Johnny. Yeah, he goes by Dirty Rotten, and he probably
He's the doctor.
He's probably not even, like I said, 17, 18 years old yet. Either one of them. There's 3-piece band. And they're going to do 4 or 5 songs, I think, like a little EP. And we started cutting their first one yesterday.
That's excellent. So everybody stay tuned. Do you do anything on social media currently where people can see these bands while they're recording or their promotions? I do not.
This StreamYard thing is kind of something I've been looking for. I dabbled with a few things during COVID, trying to do things for bands, that couldn't get out or didn't want to get out. So we were trying to do it from their home and from a bar that was empty and things like that. We did a couple of those. But I was using OSB, and this StreamYard seems to be a little easier to use and more stable. I think this might be something that I could use in the future to start help promoting these guys when they come in. We could do a little 20-minute little clip or something, live while they're in here.
Yes, you could
promote them, Or even,
I believe you should if you have the wherewithal. Sometimes you just don't have the time, and I know you stay busy, but if you're going to do anything right now that's an extension of your marketing plan, I believe, and I've always been right. I could tell you about all the shit I've been right about, but when it comes to, media, and I'm 100% convinced that StreamYard and YouTube, Google, the algorithm setup right now is to push these live StreamYards to the front of the suggestions.
Yes. Like I said, I do feel like it could probably help me tremendously with what, just trying to get my word out a little bit, especially get these fresh bands that are tracking right now, get their word out, to the other people, hey, go check these new guys out.
Well, until you got it set up, Charlie, I'm going to extend a welcome to you and, kind of give you the key to the kingdom here, or offer it to come on every week. You can spend an hour or 2 with me. I don't expect to go longer than 2 hours on these shows. Okay. But or you can just spend 5 minutes with me.
I could pop in and do like a little rundown of, all right, so and so's here tomorrow night, and then next night here, or hey, we go to Lola's and check out the Soul Shifters. I can put a little list together. Well, maybe I can pop in for a few minutes or so each week with a rundown of everything that's going on in DFW area.
That would be great. And then if you happen to have extra time, you could also just kind of stay here with us as part of the panel, because I want to encourage, the bands that you're working with to hop on here also.
And chat with us, yes, for sure.
Yeah, right now.
Now that I'm understanding how it works, I'm understanding how it works now, so I'll be able to pass that around to the other guys.
Yeah, it's just as simple as clicking the link. And if you don't mind, man, one of the biggest favors I'd like to ask of you is, if you're going to set up a new StreamYard account, I have a link and it's going to be on all of my videos. It'll be everywhere. Click that link and it'll pay for my StreamYard account. So I'm absolutely, either way, upgrading the StreamYard account tomorrow. And
yes, just let me know. I'll be able to help you out on that.
What?
Yeah, just let me know. I'll be able to help you out just any way we can on it, for sure.
Yeah, it's just if you're going to start, like, if you probably don't right now have a StreamYard account.
I do not, but like I said, now that I notice what this is all about, me and Corey, one of my other engineers here in the studio, he is just constantly telling me we've got to get some sort of social media out there, because we're like in a closet over here. We know what we're doing. We've got bands that come in and out, but really the word's not spread what's going on. We're here for, to help these new artists that really can't afford to go to the expensive studios and pay expensive prices. I keep my prices down where they can afford to come in. I put them on payment plans. I do whatever they want. I even got bands. I got some bands that I do pro bono just because I like them.
Yeah. No, I know all of that's true. You're definitely the fan of the underdog, and you've done a lot of things, in my own personal life, especially everything you did for the Maverick in Arlington.
Man, I wish that place would have made it. I love that place. It was just kind of poor management, from the owners and the people that had it running it at the time. They pretty much drove a wedge.
Well, it's kind of always that way, though, and you did it for us. And man, I appreciate. That's what I'm saying. You're the fan of the underdog. You're there for us. You're the guy.
They pretty much drove a wedge between me and Jerry, and kind of got a little bad blood between me and him. And I really never wanted any of that. Me and Jerry, we go back a long ways. I was doing shows with Jerry at the Tombstone Factory. I remember you working the door there sometimes and stuff.
Speaking of Jerry, the dude that runs Elmo Jones Productions.
Yeah, I do see that. But I don't know if you see him much or not. I don't get to see him much. He's kind of, like I said, we got a wedge drove between us.
I think, you know how it is. When you run into people, everything's okay again.
Yep. Well, I would love to see him because I love Jerry to death, and I would love to get back in touch with him again. If you see him, tell him, hey, I would reach out to him in a heartbeat.
Charlie, usually when you feel that way about someone, they are probably feeling the same way about you, but you're not going to knock on their door and they're not going to knock on yours. But when you run into each other,
I'll run into him somewhere. I'll run into him somewhere, and then we'll get to smile again.
That's it. And it'll happen. But speaking of that, I don't mind talking about it for a minute if you don't. Do you know where he's booking shows at now, or any of his upcoming shows we can talk about?
Jerry, he was at Ridgely for a while, and I haven't really heard much about what was going on over there anymore, really.
So are you saying that I was suspecting that maybe he wasn't at Ridgely also? I don't really keep up. I have other priorities, But anyway, so do you know, is he over there anymore or not?
I do know that they got some shows coming up over there at the Ridgely. I don't know who's booking them. I would have to ask the guys, but one of the bands that's just finished up a couple of songs here in the studio, I Hate. They have a show there on the 30th of September at the Ridgely. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a Jerry show or not, Elmo Jones, but I could find out for sure.
Let's just say this, two things. If I had StreamYard the way that I'm planned to have it within the next week or two, because I'm going to update my plan tomorrow, but I'm still on my phone for now. Anyway, is that we could bring up his Facebook page or YouTube channel and show our audience. But we'll just tell everybody, if you want to know about the latest Elmo Jones production shows, just go to his Facebook page, Elmo Jones Productions.
Very cool. Oh, that'll work.
Yeah, and the invite extends to everyone. Like my little vision, Charlie, is like I stay busy too. So I understand. I don't want anybody to think that I want you to come on here for 2 hours every week. If you want to, because you have fun and see the value in it, hey, I'm good with that too, to you. But, if I can get all of my friends that are in local bands to come on for 5 or 10 minutes, like Travis Willis, for example, of Infidel Rising, he could pop on here for 5 minutes real quick and promote his record, and then feel a whole lot better in the morning when he wakes up and he has a sale or two, So that's what it's all about, is local bands popping on for 5 or 10 minutes to promote your shows and your music. And when I upgrade this program, I'll be able to play the music.
That's very cool there. Like say if somebody wanted to jump on, how would they do that? You'd have to send them a link.
The link is in the live chat. Below the video is what's called a live chat. You can participate in this program in the live chat and talk to me or Charlie in the live chat.
That's through YouTube?
It's on this video on YouTube. Charlie, nobody can see this video on StreamYard. Only just you and I are on StreamYard.
So the YouTube is like 30
Everyone else is on YouTube, Charlie.
Okay.
The show is only being broadcast on YouTube. Yep. And so people are on YouTube watching the video, right now watching us live, whether it's on their cell phone, I'd be driving in their car on their cell phone listening to us, on their app on their phone. But they might be else. They might be in the recording studio and have us pulled up on monitors. But we're just on YouTube, so that's all anyone would have to do is go to YouTube, OutlawVideoTV, and find the live broadcast and click on it and watch it. That's how it works.
All right. That's what I was trying to do. See, I got somebody on the other Facebook page. They were wondering how they could get on and what they had to do to watch and stuff like that. So I'm just telling them now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm not in a big hurry. I'm on your dime. So you're welcome to text someone or whatever, communicate and tell them all they need to do is go, like the bands you're talking about, is go to the video on OutlawVideoTV.
Yep, that's what I'm doing to him right now.
In the comments, Charlie, the link is right there. And they just click on the link and they'll be in that backstage area just like you.
Okay.
So I'll go in the backstage area and approve them, because like if they have a little dick in the picture or something, I probably won't approve it. But if they're fully charged, you never know. Roll your dice. Because I welcome the shenanigans. I'm a little wore out. I was up till 4 in the morning doing a stream that was Jim Terry TV based. And I got to work this morning, tired as hell, but I was able to work my ass off all day, Charlie, and stay happy and excited, because there's a lot to be excited about with OutlawVideoTV. And not only am I inviting you to, kind of hook your wagon up for a little while, Charlie, I'm telling you that I can help you with all the social media side of all of this. Not only can I help you, like I can't come over and wire it for you, but I can tell you what we're doing. And
well, see, that's my problem. I can run all the wires. I know all of that, but I just don't understand how to get linked up, Me and computers never really did get along very well, but I have to run one
Well,
every day.
Charlie, here's the thing, sir, is we are playing with fire. This is magic. We're making magic here. That's what we're doing. And the way that it comes to us in one sense is the computer and the algorithms that, you know, that facilitate that computation. And so
Yeah.
when people comment on the video, YouTube really likes that.
Yeah.
And the algorithms go, whoa, there's people over here on a live stream. Let me put it this way. These live streams, Charlie, are like the long version of the reels.
Yeah.
How popular the reels are?
Yep. I do.
You know what I'm talking about? REELS, the TikTok and Facebook and YouTube reels.
Yep.
You know how they're in your face everywhere?
Yeah, they give you that little 15 seconds of fame, you know.
They're always pushed to the front of your searches and of your suggestions.
Yes.
So to give you an idea of what StreamYard is and live streaming, it's like the long version of Reels.
Yeah.
YouTube has an invested interest to make videos like this be up in the searches and in the suggestions. They're really pushing these live StreamYard broadcast videos. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that.
And so now's the time to do it. And I'd be happy to show you how, and just ask for your participation. You know, we'll help each other out.
I'll definitely need a little help on it. And like I said, this is pretty much something that I think I've been looking for.
Well, here's what it is. You just have to know what to tell these kids to do, Charlie. And I can tell you what to do. I can even write it down for you on a piece of paper and print it out and bring it to you and talk you through it or whatever. You just need to know what to tell these kids to do and then do it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of it involves participating in these live streams, you creating your own live stream format for your business and yourself, you and I tag teaming together and working together, getting your bands to pound that shit with the comments and coming on your program live to talk about their music and to even play their music live on the program. Like this show tonight opened up with Hard Candy Girl, my newest song, featuring Kayla Kent on lead guitar. And this is it, Charlie. This is the future.
Yeah, I think so. I know that TikTok has just gone crazy, you know. And everybody I know is watching TikTok videos.
For music promotion specifically? Yeah, for music promotion and entertainment of all different levels, StreamYard, these live, this is it. One more thing I'll say, Charlie, is that I could be watching this on my TV right now. You can't watch Facebook on your TV. You can't watch any other media social media format on your TV. YouTube is the only one you can watch.
Yeah.
My opinion, if you asked what I believe the future of social media is, I don't think it's or movie watching. I'm entertainment combined with social media. I don't think it's Netflix. You know, you'll always have the Disney Channel because that's Star Wars. Yeah, it's Disney. But I don't think it's Netflix. The future of all entertainment is this platform right here. And we're here right now at the very beginning.
Yep. That is, like you said, you get in on the early stages of it and learn to use it properly. And
Already learned. I've already mastered this shit. It's a matter of doing it and enjoying it now. They call it trolling, Charlie. You know what trolling is?
Trolling, yeah.
That's a modern term for like tag team wrestling. Remember tag team wrestling?
I sure do.
Was that shit real or not?
Well,
Come on.
I guess it was
Were
real
the
to some
Von
people.
Erich, was Fritz Von Erich, did he really have the claw?
Yeah, I think he did. When I was a kid, I thought he did.
Well, either way, you have the claw now, dude, and that's what this is. That's what I'm talking about. Trolling is like tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
It really is a matter of having someone that'll step up beside you and take the time to like your video, share your videos, comment in your videos, comment to the other people, like the other bands that are in your videos. Talk about the bands on the shows, get the bands to come on the shows, talk about their music, talk about their upcoming shows. And then, that's all what I envision and plan to do. But I'm also scheduling interviews. Like, I'm going to have Rick Perry coming up soon. Rick Perry will definitely be a featured guest here on Outlaw Video TV soon.
That'll be a good
And
show.
so I'm inviting other bands to take advantage of this opportunity at the same time. Even bands like Raid, if you're on the other side of Dallas, it doesn't matter. All Dallas-Fort Worth bands, this is a siren call to show up here on Wednesday night. Learn what a StreamYard YouTube platform is and how it works. And we'll spin magic out of this place here, Charlie.
That sounds like a winner. I'm all in for that. I've got so much stuff coming
Chicken
up,
dinner, baby.
that we've got to, get it out there, get the word.
Yeah, it's just that easy. It's, I can talk about it 10 different ways but that's it. I've said enough. It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's always been that way. I used to stream. Do you remember Ustream?
Yep, I do.
I used to do a lot of open mics with a guy named Tim Platt. And I used to Ustream those events live 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah, that was unheard of, for a while, doing it that long ago.
Yeah. Well, hey, can you tell us about the new Dank record? Would you mind spending a minute kind of walking through? Dank has a new record, and I don't even know where you're at in the process, so I'm just asking.
We have it finished. They came in a little before COVID. We did all the tracking, and then COVID hit, and then pretty much everybody just kind of shut down. So we took almost a little over a year off from that. They finally got back in, finished the last bit of the vocals, and they have sent it off, I believe, about 3 weeks ago for the mastering. It has been mastered. There's a little bit of it going around right now. And I do know that November the 12th is the official date of the release. And they're having a CD party that night at Competition Music. And we did 10 songs, LP. I think 8 of them are my favorite. I think 2 of them, are close, but 8 of them on this thing are strongly my favorite. They did real well on this one.
Dank, for anybody that doesn't already know, they're what do you call it, man? You can't categorize them, but I don't know. What do you call
it? I call them honky punk.
Honky punk, which really doesn't even do the trick.
No, yeah.
They're pretty much uncategorizable.
Yeah, it is kind of a...
Hey, Charlie, real quick.
Do what now?
Real quick, we'll get back to Dank and then some of the other bands. And, of course, we're going to get to Charlie's upcoming shows. And then, Charlie, also, we're going to talk about a couple of other shows that aren't yours. But
okay.
This is an important part of this process of StreamYarding live, Charlie. If you look in the comments there, you've got a guy, Eric Fortin.
Yes, I see
You know
that.
an Eric Fortin?
I sure do. Center.
He says BoltNeck.
BoltNeck?
I meant BoltNeck, sorry.
Yep. Yeah, he goes by center. Yeah, I sure do. I see him at a lot of shows. He has recorded a couple tracks here at the studio.
All right. There he is. He's got Dank up there, all caps. So, yeah, just want to give a shout out to Eric. Thank you, Eric, for taking the time to watch the fucking
Rock and
show.
roll, Eric.
All right.
Much love, brother.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. It means everything. Let's see. It's I can't read that. Cinemas. It's Cinemas. Is that a band name?
It's Cinemas. It looks like it. Says, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Not much, guys. Are y'all a local band or what?
Yeah, put it in the comments. And see, that's another option too. If anybody's watching and you have shows coming up and you don't want to get on or you just can't get on and wake up the baby. No, I'm kidding. You're too busy with your girls. Just post a comment in comments and I'll look for it. There's not too many comments here for me to not be able to keep up with. And I'll be able to bring it up and promote your show right here on Outlaw Video TV. And that might not sound like much tonight, but you know what, Charlie? It's going to be badass next week.
I think each week it just gets better and better.
There's only 1 week left. Well, there's only 1 week left to promote before the Dank show. That puts the Dank show in like 2 weekends, doesn't it?
November the 12th. It's a little longer than that. We still got October.
Yeah. Oh crap! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I missed a whole month. Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's even better. That gives
we've got
month to kind of build this platform, help you build your platform, so that when that time gets here, you're best prepared to present your whatever it is you choose to do. My advice is to use it as a promotional tool.
That's what I think. Definitely promotional.
So you like we're doing tonight on Wednesday instead of Friday or Saturday, you would do your shows before the weekend so that people have a chance and you have a chance to promote your shows.
2 days before the shows, in your face, get you interested, get you off your couch and out to these shows. I've noticed that these venues are getting a little more people. Each time I get out, I notice there's more people out, and I enjoy seeing that.
Hey, I'll tell you something else. I'm getting a couple of more phone calls for painting business too, and that's always a good sign. That's
a plus too.
So,
like I said, every day I get, another call, hey, can you come and do a show, run sound for us over here? Or we got a private party here. My business is picking up,
I've noticed that. Very happy for you. Hey, and so on that, what is the show that you're doing coming up that you're most excited to tell us about?
I got, let's see, where are we at here? All right.
Like what shows should we really go to?
Well, October the 14th and 15th. That's pretty soon. That's about 3-4 weeks here. Is the Old Cool Bike Bash. It is a Chula Chaser party and bike show, camp out, whole full weekend. All the money that they raise, these guys raise so much money for Cook Children's Hospital and MHMR. These guys are great. I can't even tell you the amount of money that they raise every year and donate. I've been lucky to be a part of it for all of their shows that they do. I've been elected their official sound man. So all the shows we do for these guys is all benefit, and every dime of this money goes to MHMR and Cook Children's Hospitals. And
yeah, they're lucky to have you, man. I already know that. Like I used to know every sound man in the area. I used to know everyone.
We're getting rare.
You're one of the best, dude. So yeah, they're lucky to have you.
Thank you, sir. But like I said, that's October the 15th and 16th, a full weekend of bands. The Tool cover band is headlining Saturday, and Whiskey Dick will be headlining Friday night. And then
where's Whiskey Dick's show? Where was that show again? I apologize. You just got my attention.
Whiskey Dick is Friday night of the Biker Bash of October 14th. There's multiple bands all day from 3 in the afternoon till midnight, I believe. And then Saturday is the Tools will be headlining, and like that'll be the 15th of October. And this is again at the Old School Biker Bash in Crescent, Texas. And then
Okay, I need to ask you. I need to ask you, where is Crescent, Texas? Because I should know where that's at, but even I can't place it right now.
it's south of Benbrook, about probably 12 or 14 miles.
Like
There's
on your way to Granbury?
Going to Granbury. As soon as you cross the railroad tracks, they're
Like
going to
about
Granbury.
1187?
Yeah, as soon as you cross the
1187 and
railroad,
377?
exactly. You cross the railroad tracks down there on your left a little bit, you'll see a big sign that leads into the ranch. That'll be on the October 14th and 15th Old School Biker Bash.
Oh, man, that sounds beautiful.
Oh,
Golly. I hope at least somebody from the show goes out there. I hope this helps.
but yes, there's multiple bands Friday night, multiple bands Saturday, but Saturday's going to be the kick-ass show with the Tools closing the show out that night. There should be fireworks, wet T-shirts. There should be everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I already know, dude. That's the shit right there. I wouldn't miss that for anything.
We also have another thing coming up. I got another one coming up November the 5th. It's called Hippie Hoedown. This is like a 14th year of it. The lady Sunshine Emery and her husband put this on every year, and all of the proceeds for this show go to the Fort Worth homeless, to feeding the homeless. She's out every Thursday giving sandwiches out, waters to all of these homeless people on west side of Fort Worth and east side of Fort Worth.
Lancaster.
But November
Lancaster
the 5th, November the 5th, she hosts Hippie Hoedown every year. This will be down at the Brazos River in Millsap. There's a full lineup all day long. November 5th, Hippie Hoedown. And I believe the Highway 180 band is headlining that show that night.
Another amazing event. I mean, that's right there on the Brazos River. You can camp there and
yes, there's camping and everything. Kayak rental.
Get smashed and enjoy some music. Not have to worry about shit.
I believe it's Hippie Hoedown, Kayak Creek.
Who was the other artist? Sunshine Emery. Can you tell us about that artist?
Yeah, Sunshine Emery. She's one of the artists that's been on the West Side forever. She plays the Woodshed. She plays the Oasis. She plays everywhere in the stockyards. This girl works, I would say, 4, if not 5 nights a week doing shows. She does the full band. She does acoustic shows. She sets in with other artists. But this lady is a saint. She is an angel in my book. She, like I said, she spends every bit of her time. If she's not playing music, she is feeding the homeless.
You brought tears to my eyes, Charlie Redding. Thank you very much for sharing that like that. Tell me about her music. Did she work with you? Did you work with her? Did she record?
I have recorded a few songs with her. She stays so busy that she doesn't have really time to record. I think she's a full-time school teacher, full-time musician, and full-time humanitarian servant to these people. And
does she also perform with Guthrie Kennard? Do you know who he is?
If he's anything to do with Fort Worth acoustic style music, she has probably worked with him. She works with all of them.
Yeah, I've definitely seen, because I follow him, and I'm aware of who she is. So tell me about her music.
She's, like I said, Americana, real folky, almost a bluegrass. She does a lot of covers and that are real 60s style covers. But when she does her own originals, they come out a little more bluegrass and folk type music.
Awesome. Does she, how about a favorite song? Do you have a couple of songs or two? I'll write it down and go listen to it. I'll
have to send them to you. I'll have to send you some links for sure.
Well, you can do that. Do you just have a name of a song or two for our people watching? They might want to do the steps.
I do not. The
A name
one
of a
that she
record.
the song that she recorded here was a cover about dead flowers to my grave.
Rolling
She,
Stones.
yes, she did a cover of that for a friend that had passed away, and I recorded her a song to send to her funeral for the memorial, and it
How
should
do
be
you
on
spell
YouTube,
Emery?
sir.
How do you spell Emery?
Emroy.
Oh, so it's Emery.
Emery,
Emroy.
yeah. Emery, yeah.
Emroy.
Uh,
Something tells me there's an E there, but I don't know. I was just going to
oh
put
no,
it
it's
in the
excuse me,
comments.
excuse me. It's Emery.
Okay,
Emery.
Emery. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. All right.
yeah.
So
Try to,
so here's
yeah.
one of the ways that you engage your guests when you're doing these shows in the future, when you get this stuff set up. And
Uh-huh.
Charlie, I'd be honored to come over there, spend time with you at your studio and kind of walk you through it.
I'd
But
love to have you come and check the place out. Even record something for
of
you.
course. Well, I have a song. It's funny you mentioned that. I have a song I wrote called Jim Terry TV.
Oh
And as
yeah?
crazy as it sounds, there's actually a good possibility because it's a good sounding song. I know what a good song is when I write one. I wouldn't write it. And there's a good possibility if I get a decent recording of it that he'll play it and maybe even make it part of his show, you know.
Well, that would be great. I'd love to do that.
It really would. And like my drummer situation right now, do you know Grego? Do you mind if I talk about that? Do you mind if I talk about my
No, you
music
talk,
and just
yeah,
the
let's talk
artist?
about it. Let's talk about everything.
I just want to be respectful of your time.
Grego, who is
Okay,
this now?
Grego drums. Grego drums. He's one of the hardest hitting drummers in Dallas Fort Worth. He's just a hard hitting drummer. He plays drums for the band Waja,
Yes,
WAJA.
yes.
Do you
I
remember
love
them?
them. I love Scott.
Yeah, he's the singer, guitar player.
I do know the drummer. I have chatted with him many times.
That's the one. That guy plays drums on my two songs, Hard Candy Girl and Tell You the Truth. And so
Oh,
he's
great.
ready to play. I'm very fortunate. He also plays with Waja, and then he plays with Love Sick Drug, LSD.
Oh, yes.
And when I say plays with them, like he actually recorded with them also.
Yeah, I've ran sound for Wajo many times, and like I said, I love Scott to death.
I knew
Boy,
you
he is just
had.
he's a great artist, and the drummer's just so friendly.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's family to me. His name is Greg Kramer, Grego Drums Kramer, and he is 100% forever etched into my heart.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when you record a song, you know how it is. If you record a song that's important to you, then anyone involved in that process is in your head forever.
exactly. Yep,
Like it or not.
exactly. Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
we were talking about the Dank CD on November the 12th. I'm supposed to run sound for them that night for their set. I think they got a sound guy running the other guy's stuff. But from noon to 6, they're having a benefit out on Jacksboro Highway. The Soul Shifters are headlining it. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them. Yes.
That's the
Oh,
drummer.
Jacksboro Highway. That's going to be up near White Settlement.
Yeah, yeah. You go out past White Settlement and get on Jacksboro Highway, and he's out there. They have a venue out there where they're doing a benefit for someone. I haven't got the full details on it. I just got the show booked for that day. I'll be running sound for it. That's the early day on November the 12th. I'll have 2 shows that day with the Dank CD program that night. But the
Wow, look at you go.
Soul Shifters recorded 3 songs here with me, and all 3 of them made it on the Eagle. And they still have some of them in the rotation for the Eagle sets on the live and local. That is Matt Winchell and Lisa from the Toadies, and Charles Mooney from the Toadies. But they play Ridgely Theater quite a bit. They're hitting everywhere. These guys are blowing up.
What is the name of that band again?
Soul Shifter, SOLSHIFTER.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've definitely, yeah, not only have I heard of it, I like YouTube is my source for pretty much everything. That's why I know so much about it. And so I've looked them up because I'm not like the biggest Toadies fan, but I'm more a fan of the guys. Those guys are awesome. They're great for the music scene.
You'll go on YouTube and look up Soul Shifter Sunshine, the song Sunshine.
There you go.
That was one
I
here
will.
recorded. That was recorded here at the studio. Check it out. See what you think about it.
Okay, there you go, everybody. Everybody watching the show, somebody put it down in the comments so that we can all be reminded to go check out the Toadies side project. Soul Shifters.
Soul Shifter Sunshine, the name of the song, Sunshine.
Okay, and again, more for me
Eric
because
might
I
type
am
it in there
tired.
for us. Yeah, Eric might type it in for
Where
us.
is the show at again, Charlie?
It's out on
where's
Jacksboro
that
Highway.
show?
It'll be November 12th out on Jacksboro Highway at the wedding ceremony building.
Okay. I have another question about the Dank show at competition.
Yep.
Competition music.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the music? Competition.
Yeah, it's competition music on Lancaster.
Can you reveal what time they might be actually hitting the stage? What time do they go on?
I would say at 8 o'clock. Don't hold me to that. I could, like I said, I could jump on, like I said, next Wednesday and have time slots for everything.
Yeah.
And even, like I said, put another list together. But I do know it's probably going to be early because if we don't, Hank would probably be too intoxicated to do the show.
Well, believe it or not, that kind of I think that's a good time. Earlier the better for me over there. So
exactly,
good to know.
yeah.
That's why.
But I will jump on, like I said, for a little while next week.
That's just my circumstances. It might not be what's best for someone else, but for me, if they went on at 8, I might actually be able to pull that off.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Well, it's very important for me to, like you were talking about earlier, that live experience, that experience of live music. I mean, it's something I feed off of. I need that, and Dank delivers it.
Yep. I need it about 3 days a week for sure.
And also, they were very supportive of my band, me and my dead friends, when I had a little 3-piece together.
Well,
they were very kind to my band. That's cool. I'll never forget their kindness. Never. They were very kind.
Well, one of the members of Dank, David, is Hank and Dank, their brother.
Jarvis.
Yeah, David Jarvis. He's done like 3 solo LPs here at the studio, and he's pumping out songs.
Say the name of that project for us.
It's David Jarvis Projects.
No, what's the name of that EDM project?
That he's doing? E-Chill.
Or he's already done.
Yeah, it's E-Chill.
Say it again. E-Chill. That's it.
Yeah, E-Chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pumping one out a month over here, easy. And he's staying extremely busy with me.
He's a great songwriter. I think he's a genius.
I almost feel like that myself. The more that I sit here, I'm teaching him Pro Tools. Basically, he's come in the studio, and he says, "I got something in my head. Let me see your keyboard." I'll hand him my keyboard, and he'll go looking for a sound, and he just starts putting a sound down or a beat. And in a few hours, he's got a complete song. And he does this every time he comes in here, and I'm just amazed at where it comes from. I would spend 3 days trying to figure out a beat just to try to put a drum beat together. And this guy puts a whole song together in just a matter of hours, and he might come back the next couple of weeks and finish it, or do the finishing touch. But that dude, he's a beast on the writing music. It just flows out of him.
Yeah, he's awesome. The first time I did a live video with him, I knew right then, because I'm a pretty good judge of character and talent, and I've got a history. I'm just fucking around. But the first time I met him, we did a promotional video together, and I saw his talent immediately. And then as I paid more attention to his band and how he actually performs, I knew right away. I mean, that guy's just a little genius.
Yeah. And like I said, he amazes me at what he can do, in just a short period of time. And when I see it takes some of these
real
people.
Quick, Charlie, in the chat, do you know a Joey Myers?
Sounds familiar.
Trey's Project, Sister Sunshine.
It should be Soul Shifters.
The Toadies Project. Oh, I guess he was trying to say the Toadies Project. It's Soul Shifters.
I don't know if it's anything to do with the Toadies Project. It is the Soul Shifters. SOLSHIFTER. Soul Shifter.
I think that's what he was trying to say.
Yeah. Soul Shifter, and then the song would be Sunshine.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to check it out, and I'll tell you next week what I think of it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get with you and send you a few links of some of. Do what now?
Yeah, you know what you could do would be best for me is post the link in the comments after this video ends. And this is like my first, way to kind of share trolling with you. This would fall under the category of trolling.
Okay.
And it's proper. Is after this video ends, these people they're chatting right now. They're in what's called a live chat. Well, after this video ends, you can't go in there and live chat anymore. It's over. You go in and read the live chats, but you can't respond to anyone or anything. But, whoa, looks like we lost Charlie, which is okay. Something tells me he'll be right back, so I'll just continue to talk to him. And I did lose my train of thought after that. I'm going to go ahead and click on that comment there, Joey Myers. I can't really read it. That's part of our problem. Joey, I'm doing this program on my cell phone. There's.
Now I'm back. I lost you for a second.
Hey, we might get better sound, better audio out of the deal or something. So it's no problem.
All right. Yeah, I made it back.
So I'll be much better prepared next week. Like I told you out of the gate when we started this show about StreamYard, I could talk to you right now all night long about StreamYard and social media because my focus is 100% right there. But unfortunately, I didn't even look on Facebook for upcoming shows or anything. But it's because of what happened last night. I wasn't really expecting Jim Terry TV to, really, I don't know. There were hundreds of people on my live YouTube feed, We were talking about a true crime case and then all kinds of stupid, fun shenanigans, messing with chicks, dicks and chicks. Just being adolescents. That's what I think of it as, is just Howard Stern adolescence.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be Howard Stern. Some people have accused me of trying to be Charlie. Some people accuse me of trying to be Jim Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that funny? Charlie, do you read the Bible?
I do not. I have when I was younger. I guess you would say I'm not real.
When I read the Bible
religious.
the first time, I saw the character of Jesus like 30 throwing the money exchangers out of the temple, and just being a badass. That character in the Bible of Jesus, I thought, what a badass. The government's telling him what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and he's like, fuck you. Right?
Yeah.
So I identified with that character that was independent,
Yeah.
I said
didn't,
all of that. I said all that, Charlie, to say this. I identify with this guy, Jim Terry. He's an adolescent in an adult's body.
Yeah.
Like the rest of us, Charlie.
Yeah.
Only he got a platform. He's already doing it. And he's been very kind to allow me to come on his little team and do some stuff behind the scenes and even write this song. I haven't had a chance to talk to him about the song. We just did that shit last night. I played the song live on the show and all of that fun stuff. But hey, it pales to me, honestly, all that on an entertainment level pales in comparison to these shows that you have coming up. That biker show sounds. If I had the ability, I hope everybody's taking down that date. And is there an event page for that show, Charlie?
I believe so. It's like on the Horus Hall, HORUS Hall.
Well, that's another thing. Back to trolling properly is after this video ends, there will be a comment section below the video.
Yep.
What that means, Charlie, is you just go to YouTube and do that by just doing a search for OutlawVideoTV, all together, one word, OutlawVideoTV, and it'll come up. Click on it, and when you get to the video, in the comments, leave those links.
Okay.
If you have time,
add them to it.
Yeah, if you have time, I don't expect you to do it.
That's all I got is time. Yeah.
Like if you were going to text it to me anyway.
Just put it on there.
Yeah, it becomes money. It becomes money when you put it on there.
Good job.
Damn right. So
like I said, I need a little help on getting me the right direction on this social media stuff. I've been very poor at it.
Call me HELP, brother. I'm here. Help is
I will definitely do that. I'm going to need you for sure.
I'm here. I'm thrilled to walk you through it. Really. And it's easy. I can make it easy for you. It's not complicated. Like I said, you just got to do it. The hardest part is always the motherfucker doing it. Right?
Yeah, it sounded like your audio kind of went out on you a little.
I wouldn't be surprised. I muted myself and re-muted. Well, hey, I'm actually kind of tired, Charlie. That was my way of telling you I'm sorry I didn't come a little better prepared tonight and that I am tired, but that is the case. We do have a couple more comments. This Joey Myers is still here. He says, hey, Outlaw, I found your channel last night. I'd love to hear your music. Where do I find stuff? Well, it's not currently on the MP3 formats. It's only on my YouTube channel here at OutlawVideoTV. So the only place you're going to hear Hard Candy Girl, which features Kayla Kent. Kayla Kent, Charlie, I came across her on Facebook, I think. There was a post from Guitar World talking about this chick, Kayla Kent, playing lead guitar like Dimebag Darrell Abbott.
I've seen that.
So just like when I was a young man, I went and I knocked on Dime's house. I knocked on his door. That's how I met Darrell, because I knocked on his door when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I knocked on her door, and she was very kind to give me a lead for this song, Hard Candy Girl. And so, there's one of the most important things in the world to me right now, or one of the things I would like to see the most, right up there with you talking about Sunshine Emery. That was important to me in ways that you'll never know. But if people would go over to Kayla Kent's YouTube channel and subscribe, that would be more important to me than subscribing to my channel here at Outlaw Video TV. She currently has 29,000 subscribers.
Well, I will definitely do that for sure.
Yeah, Kayla Kent. And here's what you do, Charlie. This is your second lesson in proper trolling.
All right.
While you're there, leave a comment on you're going to find like 50 videos that are all going to kick your ass. Like you can stay up all night tonight watching this chick and she will entertain you. Okay.
Okay.
And on one of those videos, make sure you comment and tell her, hey, Rick over at Outlaw Video TV. And you might even hashtag Outlaw Video TV while you're there. Told me about you on the fucking show. And man, I'm glad he did. And then also ask her a question that will intrigue her enough to answer you. Very important. Keep the chat going at least once or twice. Because it's a big bang. It's a big bang for the buck to get one comment. When you're a monetized YouTube channel, one comment's a big it's a big bang. If you can squeeze a second comment out of it, and it's a real comment, like real something that you actually care about, dude, that's a double banger.
Oh yeah.
That's how this works. That's what I'm telling you. That's how this works. And you just got to get on here and comment and share it. If you actually do it, it works.
Did Joey get her name right there, Ricky?
You know, I don't know. I had to squint my eyes a little bit to read it.
Kayla, Kayla
Oh, yeah,
Kent.
okay, he's talking about Kayla Kent. Thank you very much, Joey. I'm sorry, I forgot. I got carried away.
Yeah, that's how you spell it, huh?
Kayla Kent.
Yeah, I got it wrote down.
It's KaylaKent. Yeah, that's it.
He got it. All right.
Kent.
Thank you, Joey.
She's a buddy. Yeah, thank you, Joey. Thank you, Charlie, for saying thank you, Joey. So she's a young lady. She's in the early 20s for sure. And she's got one video that's about Daryl Abbott and his playing style. And I've watched every fucking video on YouTube. No, I'm kidding. But most of them about Daryl Abbott, you know, and his playing styles. And hers is the best. Maybe it's because I'm a little biased and I appreciate her. But, man, it's a great video to watch. It's about Daryl Abbott and his playing style.
That's cool. Do you remember a club called Rockhaven?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Over on the Grand Prairie Strip, I guess they kind of called it.
County
Line. That was where I met
Rick's
Don
Disco.
the first time. Yeah, I met him there the first time. His mom was there with him because he was too young to get in the club.
Were you there to see Boss Tweed?
No, he was there to see Assassin.
Almost the same difference. That's close enough.
Yeah.
Donnie Hart.
Some of the same members.
Donnie Hart sang for both bands.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That was a long time ago, but that was the first time I met Don. He came in with his mom. They were watching the Assassin show, and I was running sound for them back then, and lights.
That's a good story. Thank you.
And his mom would kind of slide a beer over there a little bit, and he would take a little sip off the beer, and she'd slide it back to his mom. It was pretty funny seeing him at that age. You know, he was maybe 17, maybe 17, if that.
Maybe
you know,
maybe even 16.
Yeah,
I
even
remember
younger.
that era. He could have been 16 even.
He could have been younger. Like I said, I know that he couldn't get in the club without his mom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a great story. Hey, anytime you want to, ad lib a story into the, our chat, man, I love stories. So thanks for sharing.
I got one of my buddies on there. It said, Assassin ruled. Hello,
Yeah.
Zeus. Zeus was one of my old buddies. One of the first bands I ever really managed. Nemesis.
Yeah, I remember
And
Nemesis.
Jeff was in that band for a while, and he moved on to play in hundreds of other bands. But Jeff, good to see you, buddy. I love you, brother.
That's beautiful. Thank you much for sharing all that. What's Jeff doing now? What's his current music project?
He's down around Austin area, Georgetown. He was in the selling cars for dealerships forever. He might be selling them $high-dollar barbecue grills now. Them like pellet barbecue grills.
Yeah,
I think he works for a company like that now.
Yeah.
But he still does music.
Well, that's the best part of that then, because I was wondering. I didn't sound like he was still doing music, so glad he's still doing music.
I think he's doing pretty much like a lead guitar for a big church down there. So
well, let me go ahead and go through this as quick as I can. Jeff says, "What's up, Chuck? Assassin Rules," and then he says, "Hey, man," and then he says, "Good to see you. Love you too." That's the one that I saw that I wanted to read, and that's
much love, brother.
What night of the country? What does that say, Charlie? I'd love to. Been three these players. Joey, I apologize. My eyes do work, and I can usually read these if I just look a little closer. But I'm really tired. I was up all night last night. I primed a bunch of cabinets today, Charlie.
Yeah,
that's what I do. I paint houses professionally to pay bills.
Yeah, you primed you primed and stained some cabinets today?
We primed them. I'm up in South Lake in $1 million home, and we've got all the doors out, all the doors off, all the drawers out, and we got almost 100% of them primed. They had already been sanded and cleaned. Floors are taped off. Everything's taped off yesterday, and so we almost finished all the primer. And again, to give you an idea, it's $1 million home. So just the kitchen alone is at least 40 areas of cabinets. And an area of cabinets is 2 doors or a space of drawers. That's generally an area cabinet.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's a bunch of cabinets.
That's a Christian paint company?
My business is Christian Painters, yes. But
Christian
since you asked me, it's actually Tim Platt's job. I have a real good close friend named Tim Platt, and he has a business called All That Is Beautiful Painting. And so we tag team, I guess, sometimes. And so I'm over there working on his job.
Great, great.
So hi, Tim Platt. People know who Tim Platt is. He's the one that I did the open mics with back in the day, Charlie. Again, that was 12 years ago. But to give you an idea, there was a place called Esoterica down off of 7th. It's a hair salon. It was a real trendy hair salon. Back over there where that entertainment district, it's all built up. You know where like Fred's Hamburgers is?
Uh-huh.
You know how they built all of that area up in there?
Yep. Down where Lolo's and all that stuff.
Back before they did that, they had started it, but it wasn't built up like that yet. Esoterica was over there. So we used to do weekly open mics at Esoterica over there, Tim Platt. And then at the same time, we were also doing, and that was for at least 2 years. And then we were also doing open mics at the Embargo.
Oh, I do remember that place. Kind of downtown.
That place.
By the train place.
Over there off of Calhoun and 8th.
Yeah, kind of.
In downtown.
Seemed like it was over by the train yard, kind of.
That's it. You got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do remember that. I did a couple shows there.
It makes sense that you did. Yep. I love the place. It was a great venue, real nice environment.
Well, that area you were talking about, where Fred's and Lola's and all them were, Fred's and Lola and a few of them places have already moved out. They said there wasn't too much parking.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah. Hey, man, Lola's ruled that area back in the day.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
ruled, and
do
now
you
they're
do you
over off of
remember Luke
Vickery or
Wade?
somewhere. Yeah, I think
What?
they're off of. I think they're off of Vickery now.
They're off of Barry.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, Barry. I'm sorry, Barry.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
and
much nicer building. I mean, it's a
I
real
haven't been
nice
there yet.
place.
And then
It's a real nice place.
Fred's moved in the old Steak and Ale down here off of Camp Bowie.
Yeah. Well,
But I hear that.
I'm glad Lola's survived. You know.
Yeah. Well, that place they had down there, the outdoor place, I really liked it, but I don't think they could play past 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no parking. There were so many cars getting towed down there.
That was always the problem with Lola's. Really, parking was always the problem.
Yep.
But I've done shows there, and but more than anything, my fondest memories of Lola's are Luke Wade. Luke Wade put out his first records called "Birds on a Wire," and it's the sexiest fucking white boy R&B music, and it makes all the girls dance. I had some good times over at Lola's watching that dude.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few good shows at Lola's.
Yeah, I know you have.
I'm gonna have to get.
I
I'm gonna have to get to their new place over there and check it out. I hadn't been there yet. I'll probably try to get over there next show or two.
Hey, keep me in mind for anything you have going on during the week. And so that means hanging out with you too. Like I can come over there. Well, here's the thing. I've got myself into these live streams. I'm going to be doing the Jim Terry pregame show next Monday that will talk about the most recent true crime type stuff that's fun, not the boring shit, just the fun shit.
Yeah.
And we kind of make fun of it.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I make fun of true crime shit because it's boring. There's a bunch of people that follow true crime, Charlie, and
My
they
girlfriend
found
gets on Court TV and watches them things all day long.
uh-huh. Well, the live stream version is the latest, greatest, soap opera version of true crime. So, like you and I are here live, these people will have a panel of like 8 people. And they'll all sit there and talk about the same case for hours, like 2 or 3 times a week. It gets real boring.
Yeah.
So
We got Joey asking a question there. He says,
So
"Hey
I make
Chuck."
fun of all that shit.
Yeah, he said, "Hey Charlie, just curious. You do live sound during outdoor venues. You prefer to be an indoor? Seems outdoors would be hot mess." Yes, in Texas it is hot. Extremely hot, but I do prefer the outdoor shows over any of them. Some of my favorite memories are from outdoor shows. Finishing the show and being able to just hang out with everybody, go to their campsites, hang out with them, sit down, and half of them walk up with guitars, a cajon. Somebody will sit down on a cajon and start popping on the cajon, and the guy's picking with the guitar. That's some of my fondest memories.
It's like the best summer camp. It's like the best summer camp.
So outdoor festivals to me are always, even if it's hot, we just take our shirt off and drink plenty of water.
Well, that's because you're 100% Texan. Nobody else understands that. If you're not born and raised in Texas, they don't understand what that means.
Well, I was born in Oklahoma, but I moved to
Close
Texas
enough.
as quick as I could. I swam the river.
The other river.
The Red River.
So when was that, Charlie? How old were you? How long you been in Fort Worth?
I was born in 1962 in Oklahoma City. My mother was a single mother. My grandmother and grandfather raised me. He was a carpet layer. I picked up his trade for a little while. I moved to Texas when I was 10. I was sent to a little town west of Mineral Wells called Lone Camp, where a friend of mine there, Eric Thornton, lives now, on a Greyhound bus with $10 stapled to my shirt. And got off in Lone Camp, and that's how I've been in Texas since I was 10. I believe I lost your audio again. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Do you hear me? Give me the peace sign. I lost audio.
God damn. You know what? I had muted my mic, Charlie, because you were telling your story. So I had muted my mic. Come back on.
I lost you.
Yeah, it was me, not you. I had muted my mic again.
Oh no, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all heard
Well,
my story or not.
I did. Oh, yeah, we heard you. Yeah, we heard your story. I had muted my mic while you were talking so that we can hear you clearer.
Oh, okay.
And I'm tired, so I got to unmute my mic.
Yeah, like I said, I do. I love the outdoor shows. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. For the record, mine too. I did an outdoor stage called the Texas stage for 5 years, 6 years, something like that. And it's some of the most fun I ever had in my life because I did my own stage, Charlie, and I was able to, I had vision to do it like I do everything better than everyone else. And so I did. I had an unprecedented stage representing for 5 or 6 years, and it was a lot of fun.
Do you remember Heavy Meadows?
Yes, thank you for bringing it up.
Outdoor shows that they did. Those were my first shows to run sound on. I had bought a little.
Did you run sound there?
I had bought a bunch of old PV speakers and a mixer, a Ross mixer, and I started. Those were my
Did you
first
buy
one.
it from Mark Tremere? Did you buy it from Mark Tremere?
No, I was working with Mark at that time. Using
I remember Mark Tremere had some PV columns. Remember those PV 4-foot columns?
I've got a couple pictures of those old shows that we were doing with those old PVs. We used them for a while. But yeah, I bought a bunch of PVs, and then a guy from Ross Audio down there on Lancaster sold me a mixing board out the back door in the dumpster.
Nice. Way to go,
And,
Ross.
Look what
Ross did.
Those were my first shows, were those Heavy Meadow shows.
Well, that's how you did the show, was with Ross's dumpster board.
With his board out of the dumpster.
That is a badass story, brother. Okay, so I have to ask you, thank you for asking me about Heavy Meadows and bringing that up like that. How did you meet Jerry, and how did you come about to be the sound man on that show?
I was going to shows at the Tombstone Factory and met Jerry that way through the Tombstone Factory. And I even did 2 or maybe 3 shows for sound at the Tombstone Factory for him. And we got together, started hooking together, and then I started eventually acquiring a little more gear and a little more equipment and stuff like that, a few lights, and making snakes, and eventually was doing shows with had a little company called Hitman Productions. And
Sounds familiar.
I was actually doing all the sound for Assassin back then.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing that, man. Well, respectfully, sometimes like I'm tired right now, so I could get my wires crossed and my dates crossed really easy. But did you say Heavy Meadows?
Heavy Meadows, yeah.
Those
were out.
shows were like in the early 80s.
Yeah, very
They
early
predated
80s.
they predated Tombstone is what I'm saying.
Yep, those were a while back. Yeah, I've known Jerry for a while. Like I said, I can't remember exactly how long, but it was through
Yeah.
It was through Rigor Mortis and all of those guys back in that day, that time era.
Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Rigor Mortis, Casey Orr. I love you. I hope
Yes.
Casey Orr will hop on. When I have time, it's my intention to reach out to him. One of my best videos I have here on Outlaw Video TV is an interview with Casey Orr of Rigor Mortis and Bruce Corbett. What makes this interview unique
Hail
is
Bruce.
2 things.
All
Thank
hail
you
Bruce.
kindly. Fucking A. Fucking Texas. Thank you. So that's part of what makes the interview unique is that Bruce Corbett is in the interview. But the interview, I did it. I'm the one interviewing Casey and Bruce. And I've known these guys since we were teenagers. And so it's an excellent interview right here on Outlaw Video TV.
Yeah.
And so on that, I'd love to see Casey on the show. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be cool. I hadn't seen Casey in forever.
I met Casey. I met Casey at Arlington High School.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember the Rigor Mortis days, going to a lot of the shows. I knew Harden pretty well. Me and Harden kind of clicked a little bit. We were pretty good friends. And that's kind of how I met Mark and them, was through Harden. He kind of played drums for Tremere for a little bit in Eruption.
Yep. I remember.
And those were my first days getting into the sound and the lights, was back then.
And so then did you also do sound on Warlock shows? Is that how? Did you do sound for Warlock back then?
I ran lights mostly. I got into sound.
Warlock?
Yeah. And then I got into
who were the
lights
band
a little.
members?
Who
were the band members?
That was when they were out at
Was that the Rick Perry era of Warlock?
I'm trying to think. I would say yes, Rick Perry. Maybe Les was on drums.
Yeah. Les Choate. Les Choate.
Yeah, Les Choate was on drums. Yeah, that was the Rascal days. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes way back. Did you know that Casey and Harden were the original drummer and bass player for Warlock? I
didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first incarnation of Warlock, which was damn good. Jerry is my brother.
Yes.
And Jerry and I have another brother named David. And David was the lead guitarist in Warlock. And Casey Orr was the bass player, and Harden Harrison played drums, and then Rick Perry was like a rhythm guitar player.
Wow.
Casey and Harden left. They obviously hooked up with Mike Scoscia.
Yep. A shredder.
And formed Rigor Mortis.
Yep.
Me and my dead friend. That's really where my band name comes from. When you spend the amount of time that a musician spends playing music alone, practicing, that's what's in your head a lot, or your musician friends that aren't here anymore that you miss and shit. So that's why I named my band Me and My Dead Friends. So shout out to Mike Scoscia, the world's fastest thrash lead guitarist.
The shredder. Hell yeah.
Oh, man, I'm having the time of my life, Charlie. I should probably go ahead and end the show, though, so I can get some sleep.
Okay. I'm all for that. I got a big day tomorrow.
I'm not in a hurry, though. I'm saying just start to end the show. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to kind of give a rundown about some of the stuff here at the studio right quick.
Thank you. That's what I'm
We
saying. I love you to do that.
we,
That's what I'm saying. I love you to do that.
like I said, I'm working on a full new length album for T-Bone Stearns. I don't know if you've heard of him or not.
T-Bone Stearns.
Do you know him?
That's T-Bone Stearns, everybody.
He was a guitar player for Reverend Bone
Okay.
back in the day, and but he's doing the kind of bluegrass country stuff now. We've got 6 songs completed for him. I think we've got a couple of them going for the radio right now on the ranch here, local country radio station. But T-Bone Stearns and the Low Flying Buzzards, like I said, are here working on their new LP. I've got the Dank one is
Real
releasing on
fast.
November 12th.
Hey, Charlie.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
sorry to interrupt you. Real fast. I'm going to put it in the comments while you're talking. Say it again. T-Bone what?
T-Bone Stearns and the Low Flying Buzzards.
Steurns?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And we also have the Trespassers. This band here is an up-and-coming band. They've got 2 LPs we've recorded here with them. And the second one has got a song called Killdozer on it. Their Eagle has been spinning it pretty regular. So if you would go to the Loud and Local show.
Loud and Local.
On
Loud
the
and
Eagle
Local.
and request Killdozer by the Trespassers. Just hit that click button about 100 times and then check it out. You'll love it.
Well, I'm also putting it here in the comments, but you can, if you have time, you can like link the videos later if you don't mind, because I will listen to it.
That's what I'll do. I'll have to go and grab the links and then copy them and post them in there.
Killdozer.
Killdozer by the Trespassers.
All right, so that is now in the live chat also. So everybody wants to check out these bands, T-Bone Stearns and the Low Flying Buzzards. Look, now it's there.
There you go.
And then the Trespassers, Killdozer. All right, who's next, Charlie?
We've got I Hate, a metal band. Yeah, let's see, little I, capital H, 8.
That's it.
They've got a new song that just hit YouTube called Wishing Well by I Hate. And they got another one that's fixing to drop any day now called Forever. We've got another one, Dust to Dawn, is in the box. We're doing a little mixing on it, getting it ready. We're probably going to wind up doing a full album for these guys. But if you go check out I Hate, you will not be disappointed.
Thank you, Charlie. I got I Hate Wishing Well in the live chat. Yep. And, let me just talk to your viewers, because you brought people over. I want to tell you thank you for bringing people over. And thank you all for taking the time to comment, because it helps the program be, we're having more fun. But also it fucks with the algorithms, and that's what we're doing here. And I'm telling you openly and admittedly, as an outlaw, we need to be fucking with the algorithms. And every time someone comments, it helps push this video to the front of the suggestions so that the information is, heard and people get to go check out these bands and shows.
Definitely, for sure. I'm going
Who
over
else you working with?
I'm going over my notes
because
here.
I'm not in a hurry. And here's another thing, Charlie, is you can. I would love to hear what kind of openings you have. If you're booking either weekends or if you're booking studio time, and how we might, if you're interested, tell us how we would book your studio time.
Yep. Best thing to do, just go onto my Facebook social media page or hit me up. And I've got a lot of weekdays that I do have some schedules opening. I stay pretty busy. We got 3 albums we're trying to finish. But yes, just hit me up at BoltNeck Sound and drop me a link, like some days. If you got some schedules that you're looking for, we run about $45 an hour. We do everything from gospel to metal.
And you stay pretty busy at the studio?
I do. I'm about 3, sometimes 4 days a week here at the studio.
And then you do the
and then
weekend.
Friday and
the
Saturdays,
shows
I'm
on the
doing
weekend
shows, do the
primarily.
live shows.
Do you happen to know Brian Zarek?
Brian who?
Brian Zarek?
I don't think so.
Look, I got my buddy Chuck Reed here. How much time? Oh, Toxic is here too. Oh no, that's not Chuck Reed. That's you. That's you, Chuck. So it's just Toxic. This is
See
the guy
somebody,
that was in the live chat earlier, Charlie.
he was
His
on
name
last
is
week,
James,
right?
going by Toxic.
Yeah, you were on last week, right?
You can see his studio there in your picture. He definitely plays a little bit and can engineer his way around the studio a little.
Yeah. You could probably see my studio a little bit here.
Please, yeah, that looks good. I'm ready to come play. Hey,
Let me
Danny.
see, we got BoltNeck Studios there.
Danny, have you been listening to the program, and have we delivered the goods? Hello, Toxic. Does Toxic have us muted, Charlie?
Is he muted on us?
Yep. I'm going to give you the thumbs down. You are muted. Okay. So, anyway,
Ricky, did you say he was from Austin area?
No, he's from, he lives up kind of around Alliance. He's a Fort Worth guy.
Oh, he's Fort Worth guy. Okay,
He's
cool.
a country boy.
I don't guess I know him. I need to hook up and chat with him.
Yeah, he's a very interesting fella. Like, he's actually entertaining. He'll take over the fucking show if I let him.
Well, I think, like I said, I remember him from last week.
Yeah. So anyway, I would definitely like him to be part of the show as often as he likes. He's a cool dude. But anyway, Charlie, man, thank you so much for taking the time to come up here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Well, hopefully this is the first of many. That's the best way I know how to put it.
Well, I definitely, like I said, I want to try to put something together. Maybe each week I could jump on here and get a rundown of, hey, so-and-so's at the Ridgely, so-and-so's over here at this at the rail, and just kind of have us a little list each week that we can at least have a few minutes of time to get the local shows out there, and maybe get somebody to, hey, I want to go see that show. Get off your ass off the couch, go see the damn show.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, but then also to have fun doing it. If you just get on here and, like, for example, right now we're talking, and I like it. I'm having a good time, and I think it's interesting and very good information, and hopefully will be helpful. But if we just did this every week, honestly, it would get boring. And so that's my point. I will be improving this Outlaw Video TV studio very soon. And I'll be able to pull up music, videos. If bands want to premiere their music, like you, Charlie, you're not only welcome, but you're encouraged, brother. Man, any of your bands that want a place to share their music, bring it on.
Thank you, sir, for sure.
What we can do, Charlie, is we can put together a panel and just listen to the song and then talk about the song. Give everybody 2 or 3 minutes to spit out their first impression.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. That would be.
And then have one of the band members on here too, so they could ask them questions about it.
Yeah, answer questions with the fans. That would be very cool.
Bro, that's what I'm going to do, and you'll help me. I'm here for you. I'll contact you. I'm going to be very fucking busy tomorrow through Sunday, but I'm free Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, generally speaking, with the exception of work and these live streams. But I will. It's very important to me, so I will be in touch with you about doing something together next week. I'll come to your studio next week.
That'll be great. I would love to have you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Well, I'm actually tired as hell. If it wasn't for that, I'd keep going as long as you would talk to me about music.
Well, I say peace to everybody. Make friends, not enemies. Rock and roll and all that good stuff.
Mucho motherfucker Maury. Be good to people, man. I appreciate you saying that.
Yes.
And then also just be yourself like no one else. That's my song. I have a song called Be Yourself Like No One Else. So just be yourself like no one else. And that's the only way to make this live stream type stuff work anyway. You know, in other words, put aside your inhibitions about people coming on and thinking you said something stupid. None of that matters. I want to encourage all of your musicians that you work with to be a part of the show and come on and do all this stuff we're talking about. And it will get a whole lot funner real fast when we're able to play the songs and things.
Well, I think so. Like I said, if any of my viewers are out there watching, if you want to see the local shows coming up next week, tune in next Wednesday with Ricky at OutlawVideoTV. And I'll have a list of the local shows, where, when, and I'll try to even pin down their set times. So maybe you can catch a set time at one show for one band, drive over down the road and catch another set time for another band while you're out. But do get out and hit these shows, people. And don't forget about Outlaw TV.
Also, sometime in the near future, be ready for BoltNeck TV. I'm sure that Charlie's going to set up a YouTube channel. He'll be doing live streams. Everything that I've talked about here tonight, I'll show you how to do it. I'll participate with you. Anything I can do to help you in this process so that we'll tag team each other. We'll do the flying Von Erich, brother.
StreamYard is going to become part of BoltNeck Studios. It's going to start, like I said, this is a new thing I've been looking for. I've dabbled with it a little bit with other platforms. This one here, I think we might be able to go a little further with it and make it useful. I appreciate you turning me on to it.
Well, since we're ending the show, we should give Jim Terry TV a thanks, because I can promise you what he brings to what I'm doing here with Outlaw Video TV directly helps you and all these bands. So thank you, Jim Terry TV. I want you to know you're helping all of us. You're helping this and all these bands we're talking about. That's why you invested in us. This is us. Thank you very much. Charlie, I'll see you before next Wednesday, but I'll see you here on StreamYard next Wednesday, and we're going to have it's going to be a much better show. I'll have my energy. I'll do my research. I'll listen to this music. We'll talk about these bands. I'll even contact these bands, Charlie, and I know you'll talk to them a couple also, and personally invite them on and things. So we're going to make this show really rock next week.
All right. I believe you. Thank you, sir. It was nice chatting with you.
Lovely.